Rant time! Woohoo! Some of you knew this was coming. Don't mind this baggy sweatshirt makeup combo, just got out of work. So Black Friday. Yeah, if you've heard my rant before and you don't want to hear like the same things over again, you can either choose to not listen to it, or you can see how much my opinion has not changed but developed. So when I think Black Friday, I think of the biggest universal nightmare in the world. I don't understand why I ever thought that Black Friday was the most awesome thing ever. I was young, I didn't understand what consumerism was and all of that bullshit, but I'm beginning to understand it more as I grow older, and I certainly understood it when I was 17 and I made my first video of it, but I'm 20 now and I understand it even more than I did before, and so I'm going to rant about it, and this should be fun. So Black Friday, just so everybody knows, was a thing that was actually, it's supposed to be for the gain of retailers. But it wasn't such a bad thing back when it was first developing. Way back in olden times, businesses suffered from January until November. And they were in the red. They were in the negative. So, in the red. And the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, which I don't even think it was called it back then, like the very first time it happened. But Black Friday is the day that people, they start to make the money because holiday season, gotta get the Christmas presents and stuff like that. So, that's how it became Black Friday, because they were getting out of the red and back into the black digits. They were turning a profit. That's where that comes from. So let's talk about what Black Friday is now, in today's modern times. Black Friday is the worst and most ridiculous thing that I can even imagine. This is what you're doing, okay? You're getting up really early in the morning to go stand in line, and if you're from the north like I am, you're standing in the frickin' cold, and you're waiting in line, and you're probably not at the front of it because people camp over. I don't understand that. But you're probably not the first in line, which you're expecting to get these doorbuster deals that they're talking about. Oh, this great deal. Guess what? Those doorbuster deals are doorbusters for a reason. Those go to, like, the select few people that were in the front of the line, the people that literally bust the doors open, because I don't know if anybody knows this or has heard of it. I haven't heard of it happening up here where I'm from, but people just, they storm in, they stampede in before the person who's opening the store can even get done opening it. That door can be open this much, and automatically people are just storming in instead of having the common decency of waiting until that person is out of the way. And instead of having the common decency to shop like a normal fucking human being. Pardon my French. But, I'm gonna calm down a bit. So, you're doing that. You're probably not the one who's trampling. I'm hoping that the people I'm speaking to right now aren't like that, at least. But, if you're in the middle or the back of the line, you're going to be disappointed. It's not worth it. You're going to be disappointed because that stuff's going to be gone. It will be gone because those people camped out maybe for 24 hours. So they got their way, they got their stuff, the stuff that you wanted. And so you're stuck in that store, and you probably are either feeling obligated to buy things, or you figure, what the hell, I'm already here. Either way, you end up with stuff that aren't the biggest deals. I was looking at Walmart's Black Friday thing for this year, and I saw that some of their Xbox games are $35. I understand that there are $50 games, but whenever I go into Walmart or Kmart, I can see an Xbox game and it's $35. I see $25 ones. They're the same as they are every fucking day. And some things will be like 20% off, any other time and they'll just make it a 25% off. Like, that's just how I view it. If you Black Friday shop, you're also supporting, you're not supporting, you're perpetuating this thing that happens where people don't shop on Black Friday, but instead they serve you on Black Friday. See, because we've got this thing called Black Thursday too, where stores open up at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving, 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving, like JCPenney is this year, even though 2 years ago they said that they believed that, Thanksgiving is a time of being with family and not shopping, so they were going to open at 6 a.m. on Black Friday, which is pretty late for a store to open. But, I guess they've had a change of heart. Anywho, so these are people who, Thanksgiving is a holiday. Holidays are meant to be with family, to be with people that you love, to take the frickin' day off. All that stuff. That's what it's meant for, but it's not being used that way anymore. If you work in retail, you're probably going to end up leaving your family in the evening, either before or immediately after your meal, and you're going to go to work, dealing with these rude-ass customers that are going to complain up and down and be up your ass because they're not satisfied. And, it's irritating. To think about. I don't work in retail. I could not imagine working in retail, and I feel really bad for the people that I know who work in retail, and for anybody who's watching this who I don't know that also work in retail. I feel really bad that you have to go through that. My fiance Zach, he works 10 to 7. He works that graveyard shift. Nope. Thanksgiving, 3:30 p.m. on Thursday till 3:30 a.m. It pisses me off because that's a pretty early freaking afternoon time. That's like about the time that the food is starting to get finished in the oven, so like we haven't really eaten at that point yet. So it's like, and I've heard of people having to reschedule, their freaking Thanksgivings because their family members have to work. That's my rant on Black Thursday, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But Black Friday, that's even worse because these people have been there since Thanksgiving night, maintaining the store, opening it, making sure that, customers are being served, customers are satisfied, customers, because the customer is always right. That's how these policies go. Not in the case of Black Friday, though, in my own opinion. There are some customers that are right because they are polite, they have common decency, they have common sense. But a lot of Black Friday shoppers that I have myself shopped around or that I hear about, they're not right because they are assholes. It's the one time that you can legitimately say that the people that work in the retail are right. Now, that's just my thing. Also, I don't know if people don't realize this because when you shop online at the beginning of the holiday season, it's called Cyber Monday. But you can actually go online and do your Black Friday shopping there, so then you're not surrounded by a bunch of people. You are in the comfort of your own damn house. I personally would enjoy that. I began to hate Black Friday shopping so much in recent years. Hated people. And I don't like being in really crowded social settings. I hate it. Oh my god. That's my personal thing. I'm sure everybody else feels that way, even if they don't, get kind of intimidated by crowds. And it's ridiculous. I mean, why would you resort, and I'm not speaking you, the viewer, personally, but in general, like, why, how can somebody resort to such animalistic behavior over such materialistic shit that they could just fucking worry about some other time? Okay? You don't necessarily have to go shopping right after you eat your Thanksgiving meal. You don't have to go Black Friday shopping the very next morning. You can go in the afternoon on Friday. You can do whatever you want. I'm not telling you what to do. This is just my opinion. But I would rather shop to my own convenience and not have to deal with this crazy bullshit, because if you've been Black Friday shopping, you know, especially if you're like me and hate it. If you've never been Black Friday shopping, you're not really missing anything good. You know what? This is something I didn't really address the last time, but Black Friday really takes away from the true meaning of the holidays, like both Thanksgiving and the December holidays, because I'm not just going to say Christmas. I'm not trying to say PC or anything like that, but, you know, sales are sales. They're not specifically just for Christmas. Okay. I'm sorry. Black Friday totally ruins Thanksgiving, because even if you go shopping on Friday instead of Thursday, which kudos already, because you didn't go on Thanksgiving and perpetuate that. But like, if you go to a Black Thursday sale, you're leaving your family. You are leaving your family on a holiday to go buy something. I would never in a million years ditch my family to go buy something. I will wait until it's no longer a holiday. Black Friday, you spend Thursday thinking about what you're gonna buy. Look at the the newspaper, like our local newspaper comes in the mail, and it's stacked about this thick, because right there in the middle where the centerfold of the paper is, Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday, and oh my god, we look through it. It's normal. I look through it because I'm curious. My grandmother looks through it, and we start writing things down. Oh, this would be perfect for this person. This would be perfect for that. Hey, you know, this is cheap. I'd like it. When we start writing these things down, you're already thinking about buying something materialistic when you're supposed to be spending that quality time with your family and giving thanks. Speaking of which, you give thanks one day, and then the very next day you're going and buying stuff like as if what you have isn't enough. I mean, if you're buying for Christmas presents, you know, I'm not really addressing that, but for people that just buy things for themselves, like giving thanks and then materialism, consumerism. I don't understand how we can take such a shift in a 24-hour period. And it ruins the Christmas season too, because it's so competitive. It's so consumerist. It is so materialistic and commercialized now. I love Thanksgiving and I love Christmas. Those are two of my favorite holidays. Those are my winter and fall holidays that I am absolutely in love with. I appreciate Thanksgiving for what it is. It's a day of family and giving thanks for what you have, and it is about the food. Oh my god, I don't care how much weight I gain on Thanksgiving as long as I can get some good eating. And you know, and it's even about giving to others, you know, like people who do the adoptive families who provide like a Thanksgiving meal for a family in need and stuff like that. That's what it's about. And Christmas time or any holiday, it applies to that too. It's about giving, being with family, coming together, giving thanks. That's what it's about. And it's become so commercialized that you get thrown into this like retail frenzy that's all about buying things for the benefit of who, though? Because That's more money for them, but less money for you. Now, I'm not saying money is everything, but you kind of get screwed on that. And think about this. You go and get your Black Friday stuff. Imagine you wake up and everybody that's ever meant anything to you, all your family, is gone, and all you're stuck with is the stuff that you bought. You're not going to be any happier. And I just personally believe that Thanksgiving should be left to being with family, that no store should be opened. And, I also don't think that holiday sales should start immediately after either. Start like the little 10% off stuff, and, maybe the first week of December or the second week of December, start making everything, like the Black Friday deals are. That I can tolerate. But it's just, I'm at a loss for, real articulate thoughts right now, and I'm probably repeating a lot of the same things, and some of my stuff might not be making sense right now. This is a pretty spontaneous rant. I was planning this, but wasn't going to do it for a while. And I just kept reading things about Black Thursday and, reading the flyers for Black Friday sales and noticing how I was so blind to how ordinary the sales are unless they're doorbuster, and it pissed me off enough to where I felt like I could truly rant about it and not be saying the whole entire time. There is something, a small thing that you can do if you are against the whole Black Thursday thing, which I hope you are. I didn't realize that Black Thursday was a big thing until somebody I was friends with on Facebook recommended me to a page that was called Boycott Black Thursday. And I will stick that link down below, and I'll put it in my comment on Facebook too. But, that page, it's taught me so much about the reality of retailers and the holidays, and I can't. This has been my rant on Black Friday. I don't know if I'm going to actually use this. If I did actually use this, like it up, comment, agree or disagree. You got your opinion, and I am open to all of them, and I will not dispute them at all. If you disagree, feel free to tell me why. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I didn't completely crush your dreams about Black Friday and stuff, but it's just not worth it in my opinion. It's nothing but a big joke. Thank you for listening to my almost 20-minute rant, whereas the last one was 12. Thank you, and I gotta attend to this cat. Peace.